On this video, we're going to take a look at the NOOIE Home Aurora Smart LED Multicolor Dimmable Bulb Lights that require no smart plugs whatsoever. This is model number LB126, base type E26. And you can set when you want the lights to turn on and off any day of the week, which is also really cool. We have the color wheel, so we play with what color we want the backyard to be. The lifespan is about 22.8 years. What's good, everybody? On today's video, we're going to take a look at these NOOIE Aurora Smart LED Multicolor Dimmable Bulb Lights. These lights essentially replace you needing any smart plug when screwing these into a regular light bulb socket. This works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Now, the brightness on these is 800 lumens per bulb and only uses 10 watts of energy. And the estimated yearly cost is about $1.20 based on 3 hours per day usage. That will definitely save you a whole lot of money if you haven't yet switched from halogens to LEDs. These are under warranty, but of course make sure you buy on Amazon, because if you lose your receipt, you may not be able to get a replacement. Now, these are actually very heavy in comparison to any other smart light bulbs. It is probably 15-20 times heavier than the traditional halogen light. That's because of all the circuitry, hence the price tag. These were $69.99 Canadian, which is about $50 American, I would say, for what they do. That's pretty good. I will be using these in the summer outside on porch lights, so I can turn on the backyard lights with my Google Assistant, and I'm going to program these on an app on a timer, so these turn on automatically in the evening and they turn off automatically in the morning. So the app also has something called light recipe, so I'm going to get into that pretty shortly, but let's go and plug our lights in. Let's turn it on. All right, so it works. So here's what the light looks like outside on its own. Now remember, every single NOOIE Home light has to be configured on your app individually. You can do light recipes and connect them all together. So by default, it is a white light, as you can see. Now this one is 800 lumen, so let's step away. And this is about how much brighter it is. Now it's considerably brighter when the spiral light. So let's see if we can reset the light and connect to the app. So this is our NOOIE Aurora Smart LED Bulb manual. Scan the QR code. This is obviously for Google Play and iOS. We do need to change our network from 5 gigahertz to 2.4. So we do need to register. All right, so first let's create an account. The Wi-Fi requirements for the bulb are 802.11bgn at 2.4 gigahertz. All right, so at this point we have no devices added. By default, it just started Marston's home. You can add and create different rooms if you wish to. For example, we can go backyard, and then we can add groups of lights if you have multiple, for example, in your backyard, and then you can switch between the two if you wanted to. So we are in our backyard. We're gonna go and click add, and we're gonna click smart light. Now we gotta make sure that the blue light is flashing. If the light is not flashing, we're gonna need to reset it. So let's say the light is not flashing. Power off, wait about 10 seconds, and then power on the device. Turn the device off, on, off, on, off, on. All right. And now we should get the blue light flashing. And we do. All right, so now we are in pairing mode. And let's go back to our app before this stops flashing. Make sure you're connected to the 2.4 gigahertz network and click next. Now it should take maybe 15 seconds. Make sure you put your phone about a foot away from the flashing blue light. Now during the configuration, it's going to go from default white light to soft light. Now we're going to name our light bulb. We're going to call it Backyard 1. And let's save this. Of course, we can share it to other people, but why would we want guests to control our lights, right? All right, and now that's on. Now if I want to turn off the light, I simply press this, and then this turns the light on and off. And off. On. Now what's really cool, if you notice, is that it fades in smoothly. Now you can also change the dimness, which is brilliant because a lot of the light bulbs out there require specialized wall switches to do that. Okay, now we're going to go into the advanced levels on our app. To do that, we simply click on the light. So now you can switch between the different light modes. So here's your really warm light, then you got your somewhat in the middle light, and then you got your white light. So I'm going from 2800 Kelvin all the way to 6000 and in between. Now there's something called themes. Let's try romantic. So that sort of sets the mood into a purpley romantic. Let's try some calm. So that sort of makes it a little bluish. How about we do floating? So this has a sequence of colors that it switches in between. How about we try natural? That's natural right here. Let's try focused. This is focused. This is natural. This is active. This is calm. Romantic. Cheerful, playful, and floating. What you can also do is click on schedule, and you can set when you want the lights to turn on and off on any day of the week, which is also a really cool option. So we're not going to do that. Now with Google Assistant or Google Alexa, you can program it separately, where you basically program the timer to turn on at dawn and turn off at dusk. Okay, and then one more wheel. We have the color wheel. Yes, that's right, we have the color wheel. So we basically play with what color we want the backyard to be. Yes, you can use these light bulbs outdoor. They will resist rain. I have not tested these under super cold winter temperatures, so I can't promise that they're not gonna bust in minus 20, 30 degree weather. However, I have tested other bulbs outside last winter and they still work. However, I did not turn them on. So if you don't turn on your light bulbs, it's quite possible that they're still gonna work when it's warmer. Super cool little light. Highly recommended. You get 4 of them in one box. Look in the description for the best price and possible coupon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you tune in and subscribe to see other videos similar to this one. See you in the next one. Bye bye.